Hey guys, Marissa at KitchenTableStamper.com. Today I wanted to show you this fun hello note card. We're going to make this at Coffee and a Card at my house tomorrow. I think that this is a fun and simple card that really demonstrates a new product to the Stampin' Up! Catalog well. We're going to play with some stencil paste here to get this fun diamond texture on this note card. Let me show you the Stampin' Up! Products that you need for this. You'll need the new embossing paste from Stampin' Up! I've got some Pear Pizzazz re-inker to coordinate with my cardstock. I have the palette knives. You get 3 different tools in this one collection. I'm going to go ahead with this kind of diamond shaped one. I feel like I've got good control with that one. I'm also going to grab my silicone craft sheet. The stamps for this project are pieces and patterns. And we're going to use the Everyday Jars framelits just for this little sprig of leaves here. We're going to use these Touches of Nature embellishments. They're white on one side and they're natural wood on the other. We've got a little bit of copper thread here. And let's see, my consumables. I have a Pear Pizzazz card base, 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. I have a couple of pieces of designer series paper. This is Daisy Delight. It's a 1/2 inch by 5 1/4. And then I have a piece of Coffee Break designer series paper. And this is 5 1/8 by 1/2 inch. I have scraps of Old Olive for my leaves and Whisper White for my stamping. Alright, so let's clear these away and we're going to mix up our stencil paste right away. I've got my Pattern Party decorative masks here. Before I mix up my paste, let me grab the diamond pattern. So this is the diamond pattern mask that we're going to use. The Pattern Party decorative masks have 4 designs. There's this fun medallion design. There's a brick design, and then there's clouds in this, all in this one pack. I've got my stencil paste here, and it's a beautiful opaque white paste, but it takes color beautifully, and a little bit goes a long way. So we're going to take just a bit of stencil paste here, and I'm going to color that with a couple of drops of Pear Pizzazz re-inker. Now the more re-inker you add, the more vibrant your color is going to be. So I'm going to start out with about, I don't know, 2 drops there, and I can always mix a little bit more in if I need to. I also have noticed that if you don't mix it thoroughly, you definitely see that marbling when the paste dries. So if you want that effect, it's a great artistic effect, then just don't mix thoroughly. You'll see varying shades of Pear Pizzazz then. If you want a smooth, single color consistent paste, then you have to mix well. And I'm going to lift my craft sheet and pull all of the white paste and the re-inker off of that tool and give it a good mix before I actually start crafting. Now I'm going to bring this all into the center of my mat here so it's easy to grab. And I've got my card base and my decorative mask here. Now I want a diamond pattern that kind of flows across the center of the card. It doesn't go from edge to edge. It's not completely solid. So I'm going to take some of that stencil paste and I'm going to just go ahead and smooth it onto the stencil like frosting. Okay, when you think you've got about the amount of texture that you want, then you want to just go with the edge of the tool and pick up all of that extra paste. And be prepared to do more than one card at a time so that you can use up any tinted paste. So here's our pretty texture. I'm going to set this aside to dry for a bit, and I'm going to make another card base or two with this paste that's already tinted, and I'll be right back when this is dry to show you how to finish up the card. Okay, I'm back and I've cleaned up my embossing paste. I wanted to caution that embossing paste dries very quickly. So I finished the second card base, and then I took my stencil, my silicone mat, and my palette knife to the sink, and I washed them quickly with warm water. That's all it took. You can see that they're clean. Just rinsing with warm water, cleaned them right up. And now I'm back and the stencil paste is actually nearly dry on the cards. So let's do our stamping and some of our assembly, and then we'll grab that card base and it should be ready for the layers. Okay, I've got the Big Shot and my scrap of old olive. Let's cut ourselves a couple of leaves. Okay, so I've got my leaves here, and all I'm interested in is this little one at the end and this one at the end. So we'll put these aside, and I'm going to grab one of these little touches of nature flowers. I've got a glue dot, and I'm going to go ahead and put it, I'm going to put two on the back of this because I'm going to also use the glue dot to adhere the little leaves, and I want those glue dots then to adhere the embellishment to the card. So I've got two glue dots on the back of this little embellishment, and I'm going to just add the leaves in kind of a V formation. Okay, so I'm happy with the little leaves on the flower. Isn't that bitty? It's so cute. And I'm going to stick it now to a little glue dot and set it aside. Here I have a scrap of Whisper White cardstock, and since I've got two card bases that I was able to do with that paste, I'm going to ink up my Hello There sentiment in Night of Navy and stamp. I'm allowing a few seconds here for the ink to really transfer from the stamp to the cardstock. We want a nice solid navy image. Okay, I'm gonna fussy cut these. You could pop them out with a punch, but I like that it's not a perfect circle, and I want to preserve that quirky shape. So I'm gonna get my scissors and just trim it out by hand, but I'm going to leave just a very slim margin of white around my navy greeting. Do you see that? Okay, I'll finish fussy cutting and I'll be right back. Okay, my fussy cutting is done, my embellishment is ready, and my stencil or my embossing paste is completely dry. So it doesn't take long at all. Let me grab some fast fuse here. Since I'm adhering down to the stencil paste, I want to make sure that I've got a good strong bond. So we're going to go edge to edge with some fast fuse. This is that coffee break stripe paper. Let me get the sample in here so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to bring this piece centered across the bottom of the pattern here. Then I'm going to take the daisy pattern and add some fast fuse to that one. Now on the back of my Hello There, got a little more fast fuse. I do like the fast fuse with the stencil paste. You can get a nice strong grip. I've got some copper thread here. It pulled off about an arm's length. I'll tack it to the back and then just let the thread loop on the back of the greeting. You want to be very careful to make loops that are random. We're not making a daisy here with a Hello There center. And we're going to adhere that across our pattern strips. Now that we've got that, I've got my little leaf here. I'm gonna go ahead and adhere a leaf on this one. Since I'm making two, I'll use this embellishment on the next one. But I wanted to show you how cute some of the other pieces were in this collection of embellishments. So I'm gonna grab the leaf on some glue dots. And adhere. There we go. There they are. Hello there. What do you think? I hope you've enjoyed this demonstration in stencil paste. If you can join me tomorrow for a coffee and a card in my Rolling Meadows home studio, I'd love to have you. You can email me, marissa@kitchentablestamper.com, if you've got any questions about the project, about my local events, I'm in the Chicago area, or about Stampin' Up. Let me know how I can help you stay crafty. Thanks for watching.